Today we'll be making a controller for use on EAFC.
And with this we can look at the left hand side if we want to shoot, so we can press that with the palm of our hand here. So that'll be our B button for the Xbox controller. We can then use our right hand and we can pop it on this one, and we can press this palm of our hand button to use for passing. So going into the game we can show that of just, I don't have to remove my hand from the sticks. I can constantly just be putting pressure with that little part of my hand, which is very nice. It always just allow me to keep in control and be passing and shooting without issue. Okay. And then we can also use the B1 to tackle, to always be able to get the ball. And we can help get things in, and then just take a shot with our left hand. And it's easy as that.
Let's go through what parts we need. We have a power cube, a left and a right analog cube, the D-pad, the X, Y, a B, and the Xbox module. We also have 2 1 buttons, 2 triggers, the left and the right, some handles, some covers for our male and female faces, as well as a charger. So to start, we're going to take this face of the power cube. We're going to take our left cube. We're going to make sure it is pointing down this male face at a 45-degree angle like this. You're then going to put this left stick on like this, making sure that you have this little ridge in line with the stick. Then going to lock it into place using this handy dandy lock switch. Making sure it is pushed in correctly, locking it in, making sure it is nice and tight. Similarly for this, we want it the same lineup along this ridge, locking it into place as soon as we can. Perfect. We're then going to start to add our second part, which is the charger. Bring that down, facing this USB slot away so that we can charge while using the controller. Adding the buttons now, we will add the XYAB on front so it can be easily reached during gameplay when you're using it. The Xbox module on the top, so you can pause, you can use your Xbox button, everything like that. And then further back, we're going to have the D-pad so you can access it as well. You won't be able to see it during gameplay, but it's going to be right on the back. We're then going to add 1 buttons, one on the right stick and one on the left stick. Now these are going to be denoted to the B button and the A button. So you can use the controller, you can use the meat of your hands to use the controller. We're then going to put on our triggers. The right trigger goes on the right side, the left trigger goes on the left side. And then we have the base kind of idea of the controller. We can then add on our handles. So we're going to pop these on the back here below the triggers, making sure to face the handles out so you can have a nice grip to it. These are completely optional in terms of functionality, but they add a nice way to grip the controller that just makes it so much more comfortable and ergonomic. So we have this here. We are then going to pop on some of these covers. So first we have this male cover, which can go on the charger, putting it on the bottom where this exposed male face is, putting it in, locking it into place. And then these 2 exposed spots, we can put in these little plugs, putting them in, which then finishes out our controller, looking nice. You can hold it perfectly, use it, press every single button.
Now we're going to head over to the software in order to remap those 2 1 buttons. So open up the software.
This is the connection page. You need to connect your controller and get into the app. Let's start. First off, you need a power cube, a charger, and a USB-C cable. So connect your charger to your power cube, make sure you lock it, and power on the power cube. And connect the USB-C cable into the charger and make sure the USB-C cable is connected to your PC.
Now that the charger is connected to the PC, you should be able to load in your configuration. Let's open the remapping menu, which is this top menu here. And we're going to be using controller mode, so we're in GIP normal. And then we're going to press the left side 1 button to open that up. We're going to map that to B and press update. B is the button you use to pass the ball in EAFC, and then the other button is already mapped A, so we're just going to leave it at that. A is used for shooting and tackling in EAFC, and then all the other buttons we're just going to leave them as they are as well. Now we're going to change the analog stick directions. So in the button remapping menu, select analog inputs and then move the analog stick you want to remap first. Just move the analog stick in the direction you want to be forward and then press update. Then for the right stick, just move the right stick and it will pop up, and then move it to the direction you want to be the new forward and then press update. And that's it, that's your controller remapped.